Welcome to this week's episode. I still haven't found enough time to finish my flavored tobacco overview video, and since I didn't want to leave a 2-week gap between my uploads, I decided to dig into my personal recipes book and share yet another simple but full of flavor e-liquid. So this is today's recipe, the forest green tea. I used to make this recipe very often when I had a small bottle of Flavora's green tea on hand as a sample. It was the only recipe I could make it taste good without being too floral and overpowering everything else with a mild grass-like flavor. I couldn't find any strawberry potent enough to cover it, so Flavora's forest fruit seemed to be the only flavor from the ones I had at the time that could pair well with this green tea flavor. So after this short intro, here is the recipe too. It uses Flavora's green tea at only 1.5% together with 3% of forest fruit. This combo has enough flavor as is, but if you want to add even more, then start by raising each flavor by 0.5% at a time. And last, there is a flavor from my last boosters video, TFA's Quince. This works really good in this recipe even at 0.75%, but I just rounded it up to 1%. In any case, Quince works really well here as an accent to add a mild sweetness and some extra mouthfeel to the very light tasting, almost flat-like tea and fruit flavor. Altogether, this sits at only 5.5% of total flavor without the sweetener, which I would recommend adding it, but that's up to you. And now, if you don't have any of these flavors for this recipe, I made another recipe with flavors I think are a little more common. So here is the alternative version too. It uses TFA's green tea this time, which is a little darker tasting than Flavora, but it still works. Then Capella's harvest berry is the main fruit of this recipe, which is similar to forest fruit since it is also slightly sour and not that sweet of a flavor. And last, there is Flavored's Pear, because again I think more people will have this one over Quince. For steeping, give any of the recipes at least 3 days of steeping, and that should be enough. Now as for nicotine, these are light or no nicotine recipes, so if you do decide to add some, then try to not go higher than 6 milligrams per milliliter. If you make any of the recipes here or for anything else, leave your thoughts in the comments. Happy Canada Day tomorrow, and also happy 4th of July for all of you in the States. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next weekend.